Hello, you guys! It's me! I'm just gonna look for a place to put my camera in because I'm filming with my cell phone right now. Uh, ooh, this seems like a great spot. Yay, it's recording. Now I'm going to go to my computer and see if I can follow your chats. Hi, Craig. Hi, Brad. Hi, Silver Daft Panda. Oh, Luki is stretching her wing. Hi, Sarako. Oh, so nice that you can join us again because you're a new subscriber. I remembered. Hi, Melissa. Oh, wow. We're only just live and there are already so many people here. I guess people were starting to experience pooping time. Some, what's it called? Someone said withdrawal symptoms. When I don't come live for a few days, people actually are saying that they have withdrawal symptoms, and I think that is such a compliment. Uh-oh, Sharon has bad news. Oh, Sharon, please don't tell me your owlet has died. Please, please, please don't say that. Okay, your comments. When I go live with my cell phone, the chat comes on my cell phone, but it also disappears really fast. So I'm gonna see if I can look at my computer as well. Thank you for missing me, Craig. It's funny because I have been live only 4 days ago, and I used to be really content if I uploaded one video a week, you know? That used to be a lot for me. But now, like, people are complaining, but I don't take it the wrong way, though. People are like, oh my God, we're missing you. And it's such a compliment because it means that people actually want to see my videos. So, but it's funny because, you know, my subscribers were used to me not uploading for months sometimes, and now people are telling me, "Oh, we miss you." After only like 3 or 4 days, it's cool actually. And someone just asked how the weather has been in Belgium, or how the weather is now in Belgium. Well, it's raining all of the time, and that's really annoying because I can't go for walks with my dogs. I can't go on walks with Lucky now. But it's not freezing yet. It's like 4 degrees, I think. Um, well, in this part of Belgium, it's not freezing. It is freezing in the part of Belgium that is a bit higher, but we don't live there, so. I'm gonna see if I can catch up with the live comments because I'm missing some comments. I'm not as fast as I would like to be. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, Craig says we have bad winds last night and today. Well, the wind is okay right now, I feel, but we have had some bad winds too a few days ago. Oh, that was just Luki doing her defense mode because Ollie is here as well, and he's jealous of Luki. He just wants all of the attention. And the moment I wanted to take a thumbnail with Luki, he was freaking out, you guys. Oh, and by the way, thanks, Melissa, for also missing me. I saw your comments. Oh, Brad has got 5 inches of snow where he lives. Oh my God, I hate snow. It's like beautiful for 2 seconds, and then like, ugh. It's I always fall because it's you know, slippery. I hate falling. And yeah, then you bring in the snow in your home and it's all gray and muddy and bleh. How can I see your comments here? I'm gonna click on my own video, which feels weird, but okay. And then hopefully I can see your chat. Aha! Now I have you guys on the screen. Oh, Melissa, you're making me jealous. Melissa says it's very hot here in Australia. I wish it was summer here. Okay, I will try to do more live streams again, but I have to do a lot of stuff. I have to study for my driver's license as well, because I keep postponing it, but I really have to do that. Okay, so Sharon says, Sharon had bad news. Sharon says, my breeder messaged me and told me all the eggs were clear, so no chicks. How long will it take her to lay again? Oh, I don't know that, Sharon. It might, I don't know. You should ask the breeder because I don't know anything about breeding. So I don't know. I think it would be for spring. Is that possible? Of course I remembered you, Sarah. Sarah Co. Or Sarah Co. I don't know how to pronounce it. I do try my best to pay attention to who's who. And sometimes I get confused with, you know, who's who. But I try to do my best. Yes, Luki is very lazy. She's just chilling. Yeah, Sharon, that's what I thought. March, April, June, maybe. I hope for you that it will be soon, though. Oh, I can have some of the heat, Melissa? Thank you. Can you just send some orbs? No, not orbs. Sun rays here. Melissa has been staying in the air conditioning. Funny. Let's see if I can adjust this thing to be better. Should I maybe put it on my computer and then... Oh. And then be like this. Is that right? Ah, whoops. I'm sorry. I hope you guys aren't becoming dizzy. Oh, now Luki is out of screen. Okay, no, it was better before. I'm such a spontaneous person. I'm like, oh, we're going to live stream. I'm not going to set up my... Oh, uh-oh. Oh, no. Did I just do that? That was not a good idea. Sorry. Oh, thanks, Melissa. I'm so hot right now. Okay, guys, don't panic. I'm back, okay? I just pushed a button on my camera. It's okay. Oh, Silver Daft Panda says, my owl is falling asleep on my shoulder. That's cool. That's nice. Okay. What can I tell you guys today about owls or something? Because I haven't prepared this live stream, obviously. I never prepare my live streams, almost never. So yeah, Luki's been doing great. I must say, I told you guys about Ollie, you know, the little dog you just saw. And I told you guys that I wasn't going to take any risks and that I'm not going to leave him alone with Luki because I was afraid that he would be able to jump towards her because he can't reach her, but if he would jump, he would definitely be able to jump on the table and grab her or something. And yeah, a few days ago, Lucky made some noise, and Ollie did not like that, and he went to the table. Ollie was also really bored, I could tell, and he went towards Lucky and he tried to find a way to reach her, and I just knew, I could tell that he would definitely hurt Lucky if I wouldn't keep an eye on him. So now I know for sure that I can't leave him alone with Lucky. Not that I would take the risk, but yeah. He gets pissed when Lucky is too active because he's like, hey, this is my house, this is my territory, and obviously it's not, but he still thinks it's his territory. No, Craig, still no plant scale. I wrote down on my grocery list pellets for Lucky. No, I didn't write it down. That's the thing. I wrote it down mentally, and I for, but I didn't write it down on a piece of paper, which I should have. So I had my grocery list, but I didn't put owl pellets on there, and I forgot. So I have to go to the store again. Yeah, when tomorrow in the afternoon. So if I live stream tomorrow morning, you still might see no pellets. But it's a-okay. It's not like she's hurting her feet or something. The carton board is just there to, catch the poop. But the rubber band on her perch is enough. She always sits on there. So she's not hurting her feet or anything. Silver Daft Panda asks, how do owls show it when they're jealous? Well, that's a really interesting question. Um, when they're jealous, they will also go into defense mode. So what Loki did earlier in the video, she spread her wings and made herself as big as possible, which owls do when they feel threatened. Like, for example, when there's an annoying little dog in your face, you know? Um, so they would go into defense mode. They would try to bite the other person of whom they are jealous. They would make frustrated noises like, but I can't make that noise. The noise owls typically make when they are angry. It's kind of like a long, low screech. That's how they would act. I know, Sirako. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on Oliver in order to make sure Lucky is not hurt. Oh, yeah, Brad, sorry. With owl pellets, I meant, yeah, I know what you mean. I don't mean the pellets of an owl. I mean pellets. I think I translated it wrong. I meant cat litter. So, oh, maybe Craig. No, I'm confused. So yeah, with owl pellets, I meant biological cat litter. Sorry. The reason I said pellets is because the biological cat litter looks very similar to the pellets you put in this kind of chauffage heating system that people would use when they would go camping and have a little hut with a little stove. It's a stove, I think, and you have to put pellets in there. But those look kind of exactly the same as biological cat litter. So that's why I said owl pellets. But of course, an owl pellet is regurgitated owl food. So obviously, I did not mean owl pellets, but biological cat litter. Oh, hi, Arslan. Arslan A. Satter says big love and respect from London. Ah, right back at you, but from Belgium. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. Craig is correcting me. He says cat litter pellets in the plant scale, Brad. Yeah. Indeed, that is what I meant. Uh, Silver Daft Panda says, is Lucky asleep? No, she's not. What she's doing, she's resting as usual. She always rests. And if you can see, I'm gonna try to not alert her or something. She's looking at Ollie with her eyes closed. So she's resting, but while she's resting, she still has her guard on, you know? She doesn't trust the situation. She's like, "Oh, that dog was really jealous just a few minutes ago, so I'm going to keep my guard up." Lucky has had food today. Yes, she has. Brad, no, it's not. I don't think it are wood pellets. The pellets for the heating system I was talking about. I don't know what material they are. I'm such a girl. I don't know. Oh, Sirako says you didn't answer my question. Maybe you didn't notice it. Okay, I'll look back in the comments. I did notice your remark. You said you should keep an eye on him. Lucky is too cute to get hurt. And then you said, sorry that my text got splitted into 3 parts. By others, I mean family members. Oh, yeah. You asked, can you tell me why is Nico screaming when I'm not around? He isn't feeling comfortable with others, I guess. By others, I mean my family members. Oh, okay. So I'm assuming that your owl is screaming when you are not there, but your other family members are. Well, that really depends. First of all, how old is your owl? That's a really important question. And when it screeches or when it screams, has it eaten yet or not? I should know that before I can answer it, actually. Oh, Greg says, it's my son's 12th birthday today, and he has had all attention, so Suki has had the sulks on. Wow, really, Greg? Is Suki that much of an attention owl? um, yeah, owls can really act. Did Suki like lower her head? Did she actually seem sad? Owls can do that. They're very manipulative. They can manipulate, you know. Oh, Sarah Co says her owl is 33 days old. Oh, that's normal, Sarah, because young owls screech way more than adult owls, actually. It's a phase, it's completely normal. It might be because it's hungry, but there is also a phase where your baby owl, your unadult owl, you know, screams a lot. Like when it's a teeny tiny owlet, it doesn't really screech a lot because it produces more cute sounds. But then there is an age where they just scream a lot, and yeah, it's often for food, but that doesn't mean that you should keep feeding it until you know it just drops dead, because it's you know young owlets will keep eating until their stomach explodes. So if you're sure that you have fed it enough, then it's just normal. Yeah, it's a phase. It will pass, but it's very annoying. It's very tiring. I know, I've been through it with Lucky as well, but I can assure you that it's very normal. Oh, and you say that she has eaten, then yeah, it's just normal. But another question, she doesn't do it when you're around? So when you're there, it's quiet? Because, yeah, I haven't heard of that. Um, it could be that she misses you, but I don't think so. I've never heard of an owl screeching after its owner, especially not at such a young age. So, yeah. Um, if it is the reason, however, your owl will get used to you being gone. It has to get used to that. So, it's just a phase, I assure you. You can't do anything about it but accept it and wait for it to pass. Oh, Melissa says, I'm still waiting for the Lucky calendar to arrive in the mail. I hope it arrives soon. Well, Melissa, I haven't. I don't know how long it takes. I guess it. Oh, you live in Australia. Yeah, that's. It's probably because you live in Australia. I guess it depends on which country you live in because it's a website from. It's lulu.com. I think it's from the UK, the website. I'm hoping it arrives soon too. Silver Daft Panda says, do owls get nervous when alone? Because mine does. Normally they don't unless they are not imprinted on humans. So is your owl fully imprinted on humans, or is it a dual imprint or a social imprint? Hi Mixie. Hi Joker's Harley. Oh, Joker's Harley says, just stopping in on a break from shoveling. We got so much snow, about a foot or so. Oh, I don't like snow. Yeah, Melissa, I just read your comment about the Lulu website. You ask if it takes longer for items to arrive if you live further away from the UK. Yeah, I do think so. I think it's because you live in Australia that it takes such a long time because I've heard a lot of good stuff about lulu.com. So um, they're a good supplier normally. By the way, you guys, Melissa bought an owl calendar. I do sell calendars with pictures of Loki. So um, I haven't put all of my links in the description box of this video yet because I'm live streaming with my phone. But in my previous videos, you can find the link to the website with the calendars. If anyone is interested, they're really cool. Oh, Silver Daft Panda says her owl is fully imprinted on her, but not anyone else. Uh, and what was your question? Well, it's weird because normally your owl shouldn't get nervous when it's alone. I can leave Lucky alone for a very long time and she's fine, so maybe your owl is a bit spoiled. That can happen, you know. Oh, Mixie says, we thought Sirius had bumblefoot. Luckily, his talons were a little too long and had caught its foot. Oh yeah, that can happen. So for those of you who don't know, bumblefoot is a really serious disease, and your owl can catch it for multiple reasons. It can be because your owl is too heavy in weight. Um, because an owl, especially captive owls, they need to sit like on their perch the whole day. Even if they're in an aviary, they will still sit a lot because it's just their natural way of being. But if your owl is too high in weight, then there's a lot of weight and a lot of pressure on their feet, on the soles of their feet, and yeah, it can cause sores, and then it can be infected, and that causes the disease called bumblefoot. And if you don't catch it soon, then if you don't catch it early, then it can even lead to the amputation of the leg. Another reason your owl can catch this is, for example, like Craig, yeah, was it Craig or no, Mixie? Like Mixie said, if your owl's talons are too long, then they can be like this, and the talons can be, can make punctures in the soles of your owl's feet. And yeah, that can cause bumblefoot as well. Or you can see that there's a little rubber thing over Loki's perch. And an owl's perch should always have a surfaced, a plain thing like rubber or astroturf over it. For example, you can put your owl on a wooden perch, but there either has to be astroturf or rubber over it, or if you just want to have the wood with nothing on it, then the wood has to be planed, because otherwise it might also cause wounds on your owl's feet, and that's how they can catch bumblefoot. Oh, Sirako says, I have never seen snow. Where do you live? Do you live in Japan or something? Oh, Craig. Craig says, Elke, check out Suki's new painting on her page. Oh, I will. Facebook, here I come. Joker's Harley says, my car doesn't agree with snow, lol. I wouldn't even dare to ride in the snow. Hi, Ben Banerjee. Are you new? Welcome to this channel. I think that's a new subscriber. Ben asks how old Luki is. Well, Luki is 6 years old. She will become 7 next summer. So Joker Harley says that the snow is pretty from inside the house. Yeah, indeed. Sirako doesn't know what a snowmobile is. It's a mobile to ride in the snow. It's a car, to ride in the snow. Mixie says the vet gave us iodine. He is fine now. Oh, that's good. Joker Harley says we had to drive in the snowstorm yesterday. My hubby had Dr. Apt an hour away. A doctor appointment an hour away. So many people spun off the highway. It can be very scary to drive in. Yeah, Joker Harley, I would not drive in the snow. I'm sorry. Yeah, I want to know where Sarah Co is from too, you guys. Okay, so Facebook, Suki the Bubuk Owl. Oh, I haven't liked the page yet, so I just did. Oh, Ollie is sleeping, so cute. Wow. That's a really nice painting, Craig. Oh, Craig, you went to a school with Suki? That's really nice. I did that once too. Oh, it's a funny story. Thanks, Craig. You've helped me to find a subject to talk about during this live stream. I went to a school once with Luki too, and there were 2 classes. So, no, were there 2 or 1? 2 classes. So I think in total that were 60 children who were like, an owl. And they all petted Luki. No, don't be worried. The oil on her feathers is fine. They did not go like this for hours, Like all the children could pet her for just a few seconds. And, I was very attentive, of course, of the fact, like, if Luki would be stressed or not. But I kind of knew in advance that she wouldn't be because she loves attention. People will always say, oh, but it's very stressing for an owl to be around so many people. And yeah, it can be for owls that come from the wild, but if you've imprinted your owl in a decent way, it will love the attention. Lucky loved it. She was so happy. She was wiggling her butt. She was wiggling her butt, sorry, the whole time because she was craving the children's attention. She loves children. It was so cool to see, and it was fun for me to do because the children learned about owls. I told them a lot about, owl pellets and why owls are the way they are, how they are in nature and stuff. And they learned, and Lucky also had a really nice day. For her, that's mental stimulation. So yeah, that was really cool to do. Oh no, Mixie, I don't think I have liked your Facebook page. Can you send me the link in a private message on Facebook? Then I will like it, definitely. Hi, Turku Debreli. Oh, Turku is from Turkey, and he's going to adopt a baby owl soon, and he's really excited. Okay, great. I hope you have followed a falconer's education first so that your owl won't die after a few days. But if you did, I'm really excited for you. And welcome to this channel as well. Hi, Piotr. I'm so glad you joined us. Uh, no, Piotr, I said I was gonna live stream. Uh, no, I said I might do a live stream, and that if I would, that it would be at 7 to 7, a quarter after 7 in Belgian time. Like, I did say that, right? If you go, I answered to your comments earlier while I was at the dinner table, actually, with my boyfriend's stepmother plus mother. It's a more beautiful term because she came and visit us, and it was really nice. I made vegan French fries with a vegan cheeseburger and yeah, some vegetables in Caesar salad dressing. It was awesome. Oh, and Mixie says Sylvia took Sirius to a nursery over the Christmas holidays. Oh, that is so nice. Making sick people happy. I love it. Oh, Sirako lives in Bangladesh, which is a small country near India. Cool. I love Indian food, actually. Okay, bye, Joker's Harley. Joker's Harley has to go, apparently. Ken Jung. Welcome to this live stream. Are you new too? And Reese's Two Pieces also said hello. Hi. I feel like there's a lot of new people here. That's so cool. Welcome. Emily Schofield says your owl looks pretty mad. If you mean angry, it's not mad. It's just resting. But it might still have this paranoid look on its face because there's a little dog here. We are watching over it for a girl that needs to stay in the hospital. And yeah, she was pissed like half an hour ago. So if there would be anything, noticeable, then that would be it. Bye, Joker's Harley. Oh, you're so nice. I love you too. Reese's Two Pieces says, finally, I made it. Emily Schofield asks, did you buy your owl or capture him? I did not capture my owl. I bought it from a breeder in Belgium. It's on the border of Belgium and the Netherlands. By the way, it's totally illegal to capture an owl from the wild here in Belgium, as it should be. I hate owls being taken from the wild. In some countries, it is legal, unfortunately, but it's a total scandal. It's like capturing an owl from the wild is like the cruelest thing you can do because they will never be tame and they hate being imprisoned. If you buy your owl from a breeder, you can imprint them on humans and they won't, they will have an awesome life. I know this because I have Lucky for 6 years now and she does really seem very happy. So oh, great, Mixie. Thank you for sending me a friend request. Let's see. I'll accept it, of course. Oh, it's called Mick How. Cool. And then I'm going to like it, of course, if I can, because... Oh, I can't like it. I don't see a like button. It's about photography or... I don't see any owls. I don't like button, but I am a member now, so I guess that's quite the same. I will like this picture of the camera. Reese's to Pieces says, I love this channel, but no nose? What do you mean? Oh, Piotr says that he speaks Danish almost fluently. No, I didn't know that. That's really cool. He's part Danish. That's cool. Turku says, thank you so much. Actually, I am a she. Oh, so sorry. I've been learning about how to take care of an owl for a while now. Hope I can manage to take responsibility for this beautiful creature. Well, I hope so too, of course. Craig says that Suki is stretching and preening for the moment. Nice. Amy Schofield says, it's a beautiful bird. I'm not sure we can even buy them as pets here in the UK, but I wholly agree with you about it being wrong to capture them. Well, Emily, it is legal in the UK to buy a barn owl, but if you buy a barn owl, I am saying as a pet in this video, just because it's easier, but if you would buy an owl, you would never buy it just as a pet. I've made videos on this. It depends on what you consider a pet. A lot of people consider a pet just, an animal that's there for their entertainment. And that's not what I consider to be a pet. Like even a cat, like a pet to me is a passion, and a pet to me is about learning to speak the animal's language. So that is different for every species. You're not going to treat a cat like you would treat a dog. You're not going to treat an owl like you would treat a cat or a dog or a fish. So I guess what I should call Lucky is not a pet, but I should call myself a hobby falconer or something. So maybe I should call Lucky a hobby falconer's owl in the next video, but I just say pet for the convenience because it's easier, but it's often misinterpreted. People think that I bought Lucky just for my entertainment, which I would never do. Most people, when they watch more videos of mine, are like, oh wow, you take really good care of your owl. Most of the negative comments on my channel are from people who just don't know. They just watched one video and they got an impression they didn't like. They didn't watch any other videos and they just assume that I captured it from the wild or that I'm doing nothing with it, that it just has to sit there all day. It doesn't have to sit there all day. She can fly freely around the house. I fly her outside on a leash, yes, but that's for her own safety, because if she escapes and I wouldn't be able to find her back, then she dies because she can't survive in the wild anymore. So in the UK, it's legal to have an owl, even from the age of 14 years old. And I don't know if you have to have a license, a falconry license. That I don't know. I did look it up once, I think. But in the UK, the law is not that strict, apparently. You can own birds of prey there, which I like, as long as people buy birds of prey when they're ready for it, when they have enough knowledge. Then I'm all for it, all for it. But not when people buy an owl and they think they know enough but they actually don't, and then the owl gets into trouble. They do as well, but that happens in countries in which it's legal and also in countries in which it's illegal to have an owl. So it happens everywhere around the world, unfortunately. No, Sirocco, an escaped owl can't survive in the wild. Be, if it's imprinted. If it's a rescued owl that has never been in captivity, if it's a wild owl and you rescue it for some reason and then you let it go as soon as possible when it's healed, then it can survive again in the wild. But that's the reason you should release it as fast as possible. Um, but an imprinted owl cannot survive in the wild anymore because it still has an instinct, but the hunting instinct isn't enough anymore. So it won't be able to hunt in the wild and survive in the wild anymore. Sirako says, Nico is my baby, not pet. Yeah, I get that. A lot of people call their dog or their owl their baby. Some people don't want kids, they just want dogs or cats or owls. Turku wants to share a German painter with everyone, and his name is Albrecht Dürer, and he's very talented. He's a very talented painter, and one of his works is called The Little Owl. That's cool. Mahadi Hassan Arpon, hi, welcome to this live stream, asks, is it necessary for my owl to get anklets? Yeah, because it depends on what do you want to do with your owl. Your owl does need anklets, whether you're gonna put it on a perch like my owl, or whether you're gonna put it in an aviary, because in the aviary it's gonna fly loose, it's not gonna be on a leash. But you do need to put anklets on your owl so that you can put the jesses through the anklets so that you can handle your owl whenever you need to take it out of the aviary to fly it, for example. So yes, your owl does need anklets, because otherwise you can't take your owl out of the aviary. You always need to secure your owl when you take it out of the aviary or from the perch. And securing means that you put the jesses of your owl, which are connected with the anklets, you're gonna put them between the thumb and index finger of your glove. Yeah, so that if it tries to fly off of your glove, you can stop it from flying off. So yes, your owl does need anklets. Okay, Turku Debreli, I'm going to check the painting out definitely later. Hi, Monster Videos. How are you doing? Oh, Reese's Two Pieces says that no one knows he or she loves owls. Oh, and you say you always miss the live streams because you're overseas. Well, I will try to do more live streams at different times. Unless, I don't know when I would have to live stream for you to be able to see it, to catch me live. But you're doing it now, so I guess now would be a right time. So 7-ish, 8-ish Belgian time. Yeah, what Mixie says is true. It takes a long time to learn the basics to have an owl. That is so true. Mahadi Hassan Arpon asks, what can I feed my owl without the one-day-old chicks? Because it's very hard to buy in your country, in our country. Mahadi, you cannot give your owl anything else but one-day-old chicks, mice, rats, baby mice, and baby rats. When your owl is still a young owlet, you're gonna give it mainly mice, rats, baby mice, and baby rats, and then one-day-old chicks in addition to that. But before, until your owl is 21 days old, you're only gonna give it the organs of the mice and the rats and the one-day-old chicks and the boneless and hairless meat, because an owl that is younger than 21 days cannot produce pellets yet. And since owls can't digest hair or bones, they regurgitate it in the form of pellets. So that's why you can't give an owlet any hair or bones, because it wouldn't be able to regurgitate it and it would die if you would give it hair and bones. And then starting from from when it's older than 21 days, you can slowly but surely start to incorporate more hair and bones, when you feed it. But I just want to be very clear in this live stream. If there aren't any one-day-old chicks available in your country, then it's a very strong indication that falconry in your country is illegal, or owning an owl in your country is illegal. So my first question to you is, you obviously haven't enjoyed a falconer's education, because otherwise you would know this. So my question to you is, are you actually ready to get an owl? Because I don't think you are. If you don't know that there isn't anything else you can feed your owl, then you don't know enough about owls. This is basic knowledge, basic. Like even if you would have this knowledge, then you're no way near owning an owl. I'm sorry if this comes across really harsh, but it's so irresponsible to get an owl if you don't even know that it's wrong to feed it anything else but one-day-old chicks, mice, rats, baby mice, and baby rats. I'm sorry. So let me be very clear. No, you cannot feed it anything else. You cannot feed it regular chicken meat. Chicken liver, no. Ground beef, no. Tuna, no. Canned cat food, no. Dog food, no. Bread, no. Avocados, no. Fruit, no. Veggies, no. Your owl will die. Let me be very clear. If you buy an owl and you try to give it anything else but one-day-old chicks, the raw meat of one-day-old chicks, mice, rats, baby mice, and baby rats, it's going to die. Do not try to feed it raw chicken meat that you can buy in the stores. No, only the raw meat of a one-day-old chick, okay? No chicken breast, nothing. Not even if it's grass-fed or biological. No. Owls don't eat that. Their stomachs can't digest that food. And even if your owl is, well, I wouldn't say lucky, but if your owl would be able to digest regular chicken meat better, it's still gonna die. It's just gonna take longer. So your owl is actually gonna suffer for a longer period of time before it actually drops dead. So please don't do it. I just wanted to be very clear about that, because I do consider it my responsibility to sensitize, I don't know, to raise awareness about owning an owl. Okay, I know it's really fun to have an owl. I know they are beautiful creatures, but you should have followed an education before you get into buying one. Oh, Mixie, I don't agree with you. Mixie says that owls are not intelligent. I don't agree with that. Owls are pretty intelligent. Oh, thank you, Piotr, for asking me how I am in Danish. I'm fine. And how are you? Tara Stokes asks if it's legal to have a pet owl in the United States. Well, Tara, I live in Belgium, so I do not know everything about the US law, but what I can tell you is that, first of all, it depends on which state you live in. In some states, it's completely illegal. In other states, it is legal, but what is the case in almost every state in the US is that you do have to have a falconer's diploma. Hey! That's Ollie. Sorry. Who is there? Just a second. I don't trust this situation because my other dog is barking as well. That's really weird. Just 1 second, you guys. I'm just gonna see if there aren't any burglars in the garden or something. Just 1 sec. What is up? Why are both of you barking? Who is there? Okay, I'm back. Oh my god, I actually saw something moving in the garden, but I hope it's not a burglar or something. Well, my dog will rip him to pieces if he tries to come in, so. I was saying, cracking my back, sorry. I was saying, the US. Okay, so what is the case in almost every state in the US is that you have to have a falconer's diploma or falconer's license to own birds of prey in the United States. So there's 2 degrees of falconers in the US. You have an apprentice falconer, and then you have a master falconer. And I think if you want owls, you have to be a master falconer. And you can only be a master falconer or an apprentice falconer, I think, after 5 years. So in the US, it does take a really long time before you can actually get your first bird of prey. And it's not legal to own, it's not legal in the US, I think. That's what I've read. It's not legal in the US to fully imprint an owl. Imprinted owls apparently are illegal in the US. And I think that's a pity because, in my opinion, owls are the happiest with people if they are imprinted, fully imprinted on humans. And I've read that in the US you have to start with a red-tailed hawk, and I think you even have to capture it from the wild, and that's something that's really wrong in my opinion. I might be wrong, but why would you capture a bird from the wild? That seems more cruel than just breeding it and fully imprinting it on humans. But so yeah, it really depends which state you live in, but I can totally confirm that you have to follow an official falconer's education with a licensed falconer, and then you have to actually take an exam, and succeed and get your diploma, and then you can start working with birds of prey, but I think your first bird of prey should be, according to the US law, a red-tailed hawk. That's what I know. Yeah, Emily, I totally agree with you. Mixie Palms said that owls aren't intelligent, and Emily says birds generally tend to have a fairly high intelligence, especially birds of prey. I totally agree. Okay, bye Reese's Two Pieces. Bye Mixie. Yeah, Richard Jones asks, what's the largest species of owl? I am guessing the European eagle owl. Well, yeah, I think so too. That the No, it's not the European eagle owl. It's the Eurasian eagle owl. The Eurasian eagle owl is even bigger than the European eagle owl. That's the biggest species, I think. Um, I might check on Google, but I think it's the Eurasian eagle owl. They are huge. What's the biggest owl species? I think it's Eurasian in the world. Well, yeah, it's apparently it's the eagle owl in general, but there are different species in, in the eagle owl family. Yeah, I would definitely say the Eurasian owl and also the great gray owl and the Blackiston's fish owl or Bubo blackistoni. Apparently, the great gray owl has the tallest wingspan. Ah, that's really cool. I hope that answers your question. No, Mixie, why are you saying that owls are stupid? Mixie is saying, help, Elke, but I'm sorry. I won't say that owls are more intelligent than parrots. I'm not gonna say that. I think parrots are more intelligent than owls, but it's just a different kind of intelligence. I think like owls don't have vocal cords, so that's why they can't talk. But I feel like if they would have vocal cords, so if they would have the physical ability to speak, I think that they would come across just as intelligent as parrots. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong, of course. Mary says, there seems to be something about owls. It seems to hurt more to lose them than other animals. We are not allowed to keep owls here. I have a cuddly toy, and that's all I can get. Oh, Mary, sorry that you can only get a toy. Yeah, that is true, Mary. I've never, I used to have three cats when I lived at my parents' place, and that was cool. I loved those cats. But when they died, I didn't really cry. I wasn't really super sad. I was like, well, yeah, that's nature. Of course, I didn't go to the vet when they had to be um, put down. That's so horrible to say, but they had to. They were suffering. So I didn't go with my dad to the vet to do that. And maybe if I would have gone with him, that I would have cried, because seeing an animal die is even worse than just hearing the news, oh, your pet died and you're never going to see it again. But I feel like Mary is right. There is something weird about losing an owl. I don't know if, oh, I can't even imagine finding Loki, oh my God, in the morning or something. It's so sad. It's owls, I guess they have this kind of innocence about them. But then cats have that too, right? But cats are more stubborn. I don't know. Owls can be really stubborn too, but I feel like an owl has this. I guess maybe it's because owls it's really special to have a bond with an owl, and maybe it seems more tragic to us when our owl dies because we know that the bond we have with our owl is really special, because it's not easy to have a bond with an owl, because you have to fully imprint it, you have to, actually do stuff and have some knowledge to bond with an owl. You'll just I feel like you will just automatically bond with a cat because it's a more domesticated animal, and maybe that's why, you know if your owl dies, it seems way more tragic and sad, uh, because it's so special to own one, maybe. Ken Jung says, here in Norway, it's not legal to have a pet owl. Yeah, if I would live in a country where it's not legal, I would be sad too. Maybe I would even move to another country where it is legal just to be able to have one. And in Sweden, it's not legal either, says Tony Gustafsson. Yeah, so what Piotr and Craig are saying is true. Wild rats and mice may carry diseases like Wales disease, and it's even transmittable to humans. The bacteria are in the urine of the rats. So, yeah, you might want to avoid contact with the urine of wild rats. I made a video about that, by the way. Sirako asks, can you describe what is power food for owls? Which animals are power food for owls and why do they need it? Also, how much do owls need it? Okay, that's a really interesting question, Sirako. Power foods for owls are, when the owl is adult, well, also when it's young, actually, sorry. Power foods for owls are mice, rats, baby rats, pigeons, guinea pigs, actually all smaller birds, um, rabbits as well. Rabbits, pigeons, guinea pigs, hamsters as well. And the reason it's power food is because apparently those kinds of prey contain more protein and essential vitamins and minerals than just one day old chicks. That's why falconers will give their adults, I do want to emphasize adult owls, because baby owls need the power food, and then the one day old chicks in addition. But once your owl is adult, um, the reason falconers give it one day old chicks and not mice and rats is because it's a captive owl. So it's not gonna have to be in the cold and the rain the whole time. So it needs less calories, less protein to survive. So for a captive owl, it's healthier to eat mainly one day old chicks and then rats, mice, baby rats, an occasional rabbit, pigeon in addition to that. But if you give your owl, if you would give your owl a rabbit or pigeon or a guinea pig or hamsters, you would not give it an entire rabbit, okay? You would buy a frozen rabbit and you would cut it into pieces and you would give your owl a piece of rabbit occasionally, okay? You would not give it the whole rabbit at once, because I can guarantee you that your owl will die. This has happened to a falconer in the Netherlands that I know. He, during winter wanted to give his owls power food, and I think there was also a hawk involved or a buzzard, and they died. A few birds died, and he thought it was because he gave them the power food, like he built it up too fast. So you can actually overdo it. So when are you going to give your owl power food? You're going to give your owl power food during winter when it's colder and when your owl needs the extra vitamins and minerals and protein to stay strong the whole year, you know. In summer, they need it less. If you live in a country where it's always warm, then your owl needs less power food, but I would still give it power food for, you know, a couple of weeks or months a year, just, you know, for the vitamins, the minerals. But if you live in a warmer country, it's less necessary. What else did you ask? So the reason they need it is because, you know, they need it for the extra vitamins, minerals. It's kind of like we can't only eat potatoes. We also need fruits because fruits are higher in vitamin C, and those vitamins keep us from getting sick and getting the cold and the flu all of the time. You know what I mean? So it's owls need a variety of food, but you know, they can live on 1 day old chicks mainly, and then, you know, during winter, you want to give them power food for a certain period of time. Also, another time when your animal would need power food is when you notice that it's kind of getting sick. You know, if you're a good falconer, then you might notice before it's too late that your owl is actually, you know, acting a bit weird. It's maybe a little more quiet than usual. And then just to be sure, you can try to give it some pieces of rabbit instead of 1 day old chicks, or some pieces of rabbit in addition to the 1 day old chicks you normally give it, you know, to strengthen your owl. I know my mentor has done this in the past, and when he noticed his eagle owls were getting sick, one of them was already sick, and then the other ones started to act funny as well, and that's how he knew, like, oh, one owl is already sick, so the other owls probably catched it because their aviaries were next to each other. So he gave the other owls power food and the sick owl as well, and they got through it. So he didn't have to go to the vet with them. I would recommend to always go to the vet immediately if you notice that your owl is not feeling too good, because if an owl gets sick, it's usually very serious. It's weird with owls; they're either a-okay or they're almost dead. That's the tough thing about owls, you know. So yeah, you can also give your owl power food when you notice that it's not 100% okay, you know. I hope that answers your question. Oh, Tara Stokes, you're so welcome. Yeah, Sirocco, Eurasian owls are really dangerous. They are not for beginners. Ah, thank you, Emily. Emily says, how do Belgian people get so good at English? Well, I can answer that question. I hear that a lot. Foreigners, people from other countries, are often impressed by how well we speak English. I wouldn't say that my English is amazing or something, but for others, it's like, whoa, how do they do that? And you know, the reason is because from when we're very little, and in my, you know, in my good old days when I was a kid, this wasn't, now I don't know how to say this in English, this wasn't the case as much as it is now. But when I was young, we didn't have a lot of English kids series on the TV. But now the kids series, like when we're like 6 years old, when the children are 6 years old, they are watching Dutch and Belgian series, but the producers incorporate some English words to the series on purpose, and that's how the children start to learn. Now, in my days when I was young, that wasn't the case yet. But what was the case was that when we were teenagers, we would all watch American series and movies like Friends. You know, the series Friends, I'll be there for you. You know, and like Baywatch. Some people would watch Baywatch, Friends. Um, you know, all kinds of Hollywood series like The Big Bang. Of course, that's a pretty recent series. I did not watch that when I was young because it didn't exist yet. But like the teenagers who are growing up now are watching like The Big Bang, uh, all kinds of series, Will and Grace, and the series are always subtitled in Dutch. But you know, when you watch the series, you read the Dutch subtitles, but after a while, your English will become so good that you don't even need them anymore. It's just, our English is pretty good, even though they only teach us English at school from the age of 14 or 15, I think. So we do get it in school, but that's only at the age of 14 and 15 years old. And for the rest, we are brought up with YouTube, with Instagram, with Hollywood, with movies. Every movie we go see, like the movies in the cinema, are all in English. Here in Belgium, we have a few good movie producers, um, and that's it. Like occasionally there will be a Dutch movie, um, but they suck as well a lot, like most of the time. So, yeah, all of the movies we watch are in English with subtitles. So that's how we learn, I guess. And a lot of young people find English way cooler, way, yeah, way more fun than our own language, which is Dutch. Um, I know that I write poems in English. I feel like I can express myself more in English than I can in Dutch. I also feel like songs are more beautiful in English than in Dutch. I like English lyrics more. I connect with English lyrics more than I connect with Dutch lyrics. So, yeah, I hope that answers your question. Yeah, Brad, I mentioned the great gray owl as well. So the great gray owl has the biggest wingspan, but I think the entire body of the Eurasian owl is even bigger. So that's the difference, I guess. Oh wow, Craig, I did not know that. Craig says that there are, the chat just jumped, that there are 216 owl species. That's so cool to know. Emily says that she has held the Eurasian Eagle Owl, but she presumes it was raised in captivity as it seemed pretty docile, but its eyes were absolutely stunning. Yeah, it was probably raised in captivity. Otherwise, a falconer would not allow you to hold a Eurasian owl and Eurasian Eagle Owl. And I guess I'm presuming that the falconer stood near you because it seems pretty irresponsible. Even if it was raised in captivity and even if it was always on its best behavior, it seems really irresponsible to let someone hold a Eurasian Eagle Owl if you're not standing next to the person to save it if something goes wrong. I hope the live stream isn't frozen for you guys because I'm still recording, but on my screen, the live stream has completely frozen. I hope it's not the case for you guys. Bibi's World, hi, welcome to this live stream. Bibi's World says, I really want a bird. Do you recommend an owl? I am 13, by the way. Bibi's World, I would not recommend an owl for you as a pet bird if you're only 13 years old. If you really want an owl, then that's a-okay, but you have to get a falconer's education first. And you should also check first if it's legal in your country to own an owl and also what are the prerequisites to owning an owl. That's really important. And then you have to follow a falconer's education. Yes, it is expensive, so it's probably way too expensive for you to get a falconer's education right now. Plus, I'm presuming you're in school. I'm assuming you're in school, so that might be a bit too much of the good stuff. But yeah, you really do need to get a falconer's education. An official falconer's education would be best with a licensed falconer, and that will also allow you to see and feel if you actually want an owl, because it can seem really cool when you want one, but if you don't have any experience with raising an owl and caring for it, then you don't know if you actually want one. Because to be honest, before I got Lucky, I thought it would be so exciting and stuff, and it is exciting, but then it gets really normal. Then it's just like owning a dog, and it's even more boring than owning a dog because you need to walk your dog every day. You don't need to walk your owl every day. People always ask me if it's a lot of work, and I would say yes and no. It requires a lot of knowledge, but once you know everything, it's not a lot of work. But you have to do the stuff that you have to do. But in my opinion, owning a German Shepherd is way more work than owning an owl. You know what I mean? But if I wouldn't have enjoyed a falconer's education, I would have screwed up with Lucky. I'm sure of that. She would not be the nice owl she is today if I would not have followed a falconer's education. So um, I would not recommend you to own an owl before you enjoy that falconer's education and get your falconer's degree. But if you have finished your falconer's education, and let's say you're 15 or 16 and you have finished your falconer's education, you've passed an exam, if it's legal in your country, because in the UK it's legal for a 14-year-old to own a pet owl, as long, I think you need a falconer's license in the UK, but it's legal, I think, from the age of 14. Maybe you do need a mentor according to the law, I don't know exactly. But I have known a 14-year-old girl. Her name is Lisa, and she had a lot of talent. And her father, no, it's not her biological father. Her stepfather is my mentor, and she's awesome. And she can totally work with birds of prey and own a pet owl. Even though, well, she was 14 at the time, she's now 18 or even older, I think. Um, so if she would live in the UK, she would be totally a-okay to own an owl. She was even invited by one of the, a world famous falconer that lives in the UK. It's Bob Dalton? No, Bob something. I have him on Facebook. He's really famous and he's one of the best falconers out there. At least that's what they say. I don't know. It's probably true. I don't know. I wouldn't know who's the best falconer. I haven't met them all, so I couldn't know, right? You should never judge. So I can't judge if he's the best or not, but I don't care. He's just good, okay? Um, so yeah, I hope that answers your question. Yeah, Emily says, if I were you, I'd get a small parrot first, but only if your parents will help you look after it, canary or budgie, and see how you go. I think that's really good advice, but I do have to say, you should do your research as well if you want a parrot, because yeah, you do have to know a bit about owning a parrot as well. I don't know much about owning a parrot, but I have met people, and I've made a vlog about it, on the black market. It's not an illegal market, by the way. It's called that way in Belgium. It's just a market where you can buy really cheap stuff, but the police does do the police does control the market, like just to make sure that there isn't any healing going on, which is when people steal stuff and then sell it again, I guess. um, so yeah, I met people with parrots at the black market, and I asked them some questions, and I made a video about it. And yeah, you kind of have to know some stuff to own a parrot as well. But yeah, once you know you can totally have a parrot, I would just contact people, like serious people, who have owned a parrot for years, and just ask them a lot of questions, ask them to send you some information. You can even find people on Facebook who will share the information with you for free. So please do your research with your parents, for example. Your parents can help you with it before you get a parrot. But a parrot is like, you don't need a special education to own a parrot. You just need to do your research first. That is definitely true, but I would totally recommend a parrot then, or, a small bird. Okay, bye, Sirako. Yeah, Mary, you can totally replay the video later. That's okay. Melissa says, Elka, I found some info on Google that apparently Eurasian owls are legal to own in Australia, but I don't know how true it is. Well, Melissa, I thought, but I don't know for sure. Oh my God. I'm so stiff because I'm sitting behind the computer. Um, I thought I read that it was legal to own certain owl species in Australia, but I would have to look it up again. I'm not 100% sure, but I think you may be right, Melissa. And I was surprised because I thought Australia was a really strict country. Mick Lee, hi, welcome to this live stream. Bass LVCK, aka Matt, says hello and happy Souls Day. Roman Anikiev says, I will soon get an owl too. That's so cool. If you know enough about owning an owl, but I'm assuming you have followed a falconer's education for it. Oh, Emily, I'm glad the falconer stood next to you. Hi, Shy Shadows. Oh, Roman Anikiev says, recently I was in Siberia and I was observing polar owls. I went into the forest to take 2 pictures and almost got lost. Wow. Yeah, what Mary says is true as well. Parrots live a long time, but owls do live a long time too, but I think parrots get even older. Oh, Mick Lee says you don't need a license to own an owl in the UK. Wow, you could buy an owl at 12 years old in the UK? Wow, really? That's 12 years old? My plus daughter is 12 years old. Oh my god, she would die if she if she would own an owl. Oh my god. I would be scared that the owl would scratch her eyes out or something. No monster videos. I'm not ignoring you. I liked your art a lot. Shy Shadow. Yeah, I totally remember you. Oh, Melissa would like to own a barn owl as a pet in Australia. Let's see if it's legal, but barn owl Australia pets. You know what, Melissa? I'm gonna write down your question and I'll look it up when I can find the time, and then I will make a separate video about it because I don't think I'm going to find the answer to your question in just 5 minutes. And if I answer your question, I want to be sure. Australia, Melissa, legal to own a barn owl. Okay. So Roman Anikiev says, Надеюсь, не внесу дисбаланс в ваш chat. Yeah, I think he means that my chat is like acting weird, acting funny, and on my screen on the computer, my chat just keeps it's frozen. It's frozen actually. I hope this isn't the case for you too. Shy Shadow. No, I don't know Ed's World. You're welcome, Melissa. Oh, apparently my chat is 10 minutes behind. Oopsie. I've noticed that. Is this also the case when in my other live streams? Because maybe it's because I'm live streaming with my phone and I feel like that's not the case when I'm doing it with my webcam. So maybe I should do it with my webcam again in the future, but I feel like the quality of the images are like the quality of the camera, I think, is better when I do it with my phone. But you know, if the chat will be always behind, then I would rather do it with my webcam, I think. Oh, and now it seems to have magically caught up. Okay, cool, you guys. And for Craig, apparently it's okay. Mick Lee says that barn owls in the UK cost £80, but he doesn't know what that is in euros. Let me see. We can convert that in Google, right? Pounds to euros. 80 pounds sterling is, oh, it's kind of the same. 80 pounds is 89.62 euros. So it's kind of the same. Oh, Piotr lets me know that it's also the case with my webcam. Okay, so then I guess I can't do anything about it. Am I using Wi-Fi? Yeah, I am. Am I? No, I'm not using Wi-Fi. Or am I? No, yeah, I'm using Wi-Fi with my phone. Yeah, I'm recording with my phone, so I am using Wi-Fi. But when I am doing the live streams with my webcam, I'm not using Wi-Fi. Because my computer does not have Wi-Fi. No, or does it? I don't know, guys. Does it have Wi-Fi or just Bluetooth? It doesn't have Bluetooth. No, I use an internet cable. when I do the live streams with my computer, my desktop, I use an internet cable, and when I do it with my phone, I do it with Wi-Fi. Oh, Shy Shadows, I'm so sorry that you don't get notifications when I upload. Have you hit the notification bell? Because if you're subscribed, you won't automatically get notifications. You will only get notifications if you're subscribed and you hit the little notification bell. I think it's next to the subscribe button. You have to actually push that, and then you will normally you will get notifications. Yeah, Monster Videos, I haven't seen you in a while too, and I'm so glad I'm live streaming as well. I'm gonna try to live stream more, even though I have to do a lot of stuff, but I'll try. And I haven't seen your live video. I am planning to, rewatch it. I'm actually planning on making time to rewatch your video. I'm so excited about it. I know you told me the time it would be on, but I was planning on watching it live, but something came up. I don't know exactly anymore, but I think there was something up with my boyfriend or with a friend. I don't know, but someone was in need. And yeah, I couldn't stay home that day anymore. Oh, Monster Videos, I'm so sorry. She says, I am always at school when there is a stream. Aw, Monster Video says it was boring without you. So sorry. Sure, Shy Shadow, you can tell me about your OC pet barn owl. What is OC? Aw. But some people came. Thank you guys. Love you. Oh, I'm glad that people watched your um live stream. Oh, OC is for original character? Sure, I would love to hear about that. Monster Videos, do you know how special it is that some people came to your live stream? Because I only started live streaming when I had, I don't know, maybe 10,000 subscribers. I don't know exactly. It's only until recently that I have been live streaming, and because you can't get any live viewers if you don't have any subscribers. So the fact that you already have a few viewers with live videos is awesome. So you're doing an amazing job. And I'm saying this because I know you always get down on yourself, and yeah, you don't have to, because you're awesome. So, and very talented. You know that that's my opinion, right? You're very talented. So, Shy Shadows, tell me about the original character of your pet barn owl. Or did you make a typo and did you ask me to tell you about my barn owl? Maybe I got the question wrong. Love you too. Monster Videos. I'm waiting for Shy Shadows. Oh, so she says it's a Shy Shadows. Were you a boy or a girl? That I forgot. It's a female, and the tip of its feathers are tipped blue, and it's black. Looks like space was painted on it. Are you talking about a real owl or art that you made? Mick Lee says, it's a shame that they are not priced to make people think twice. I have heard of scops being kept in a cat carrier. Harry Potter did not do snowy owls any good. I know, Mick Lee. I am so agreeing with you. Oh, Shy Shadow says it's art. Oh, okay. Because I was thinking barn owls don't look that way. That's cool. It sounds like great art. I would like to see it. Yeah, Monster Videos. It reminded me. What Shy Shadow said reminded me of Owl Sona. Yeah, so anyway, Mikli, it's true. Barn owls aren't expensive. And, that's a-okay if you're an experienced falconer wanting to buy an owl. Good for you. But it is a disadvantage because a lot of people are like, oh, like sometimes in Belgium it's only 60 bucks, like 60 euros for a barn owl. So anyone can buy a barn owl. And yeah, people don't think twice. And what's even more sad is that even some experienced falconers will be like, I'm not going to fly my barn owl on the crayons because, if it gets away and it dies, well, that's fine by me. I'll just buy a new one because this bird, this species is not expensive. And then with their more expensive birds, they will fly them on the crayons because they're like, that bird cost me a lot of money. But the thing is, falconers who do that don't have a bond with their birds, and that's just a shame. So that happens as well. My throat hurts. I talk too much. Blues, yeah. Monster Videos has an artistic barn owl named Blues. Ken Junge asks, Elke, why did you adopt a barn owl and not another owl? Well, I adopted a barn owl because barn owls are best for beginners. And when I got lucky, I was a beginner. So that's why I got a barn owl, because my mentor recommended to get a barn owl. And also, well, no, I didn't get her because she was cheap. I would have bought a more expensive one if it was necessary. But yeah, I bought a barn owl because they're the best for beginners. They're the easiest. So that's why. Yes, Mick Lee, I have seen black barn owls. I've met two. And yeah, I think they're really cool. They're really special. And they're just as nice as white barn owls. So I have known a black barn owl, and he wanted to um, always crawl into your jacket. So if you opened your jacket, and like he would come and sit here, and he would not want to leave. It was so cute. His name was, what was his name again? The god of war. What's his name? Ares? I think it's Ares, his name. Hi, Iman Klolo. You're from Malaysia? That's really cool. Welcome to this live stream. We're already live for an hour and 35 minutes, you guys. I feel like this is the longest live stream I've ever done. Cool. And I keep cracking my neck because, I don't know, I've been sitting for a while. And I have this thing here where I have to crack my neck the whole time. I don't know. I know it's not healthy probably, but I have to do it. I get this feeling and I just have to crack it. Oh, Monster Videos said that she had a mental breakdown today because that cat costume she is making is so ugly and she hates it. But she says she's not gonna waste it. Oh, keep your head up, Monster Videos. I know it's annoying if you feel like you screw up, but that's how you learn. You'll be fine. Piotr says, let's go for 2 hours. That would be great. I don't know if I'm gonna make it for 2 hours. We'll see. Oh, Shy Shadow, I think it would be so cool if you could have a hoodie that looked like barn owl wings were on the back. I'm gonna write that down, Shy Shadows. I'm gonna see if I can create that for you guys. Owl hoodie with barn owl wings on the back. Thank you so much for the idea. I like it. Roman says, my friend was lucky to see the elven owl, the dwarf owl, still keep a photo of that beautiful creature. Yeah, they are the smallest owl species in the world. It's so cute. Greg says, where's Robert today? He's driving his daughter back home because she lives with her mother, and every 2 weeks she comes to us for the weekend. So, but he's gonna come home every minute now. So I might end this live stream in a few minutes. Piotr, you're so, oh my god, Piotr is always pushing me to do longer live streams. You little badass. He says, come on, you'll be proud of yourself. I can already hear you say that, Piotr. I do appreciate your enthusiasm, though. Monster Videos, yes, you could definitely help me with the t-shirt design of that art that you made. Definitely, because you're so talented. I really like your art. Shy Shadow says, yay, I did something useful. Sure, super useful. Brad says, we actually have them in the US in the Southwest. Oh, that's so cool. Monster Videos, you're welcome. You're super talented. Guys, sorry, but I am going to end the live stream here. We have been on for an hour and almost 40 minutes, so I am already proud of myself, Piotr. Now I feel guilty that I'm leaving, you know? You are manipulating me. No, Shy Shadow is saying no. I always feel so guilty when I have to leave. Well, I don't have to leave, but I... Oh, but Shy Shadow says, but yet I'm so proud of you. Oh, you have a good evening too, Craig. Okay, bye all. Thank you for joining me in this live stream, and I will try to live stream again tomorrow. I'm gonna talk to Robert to see what our planning is, and I'll try to live stream tomorrow. But you guys have to push me to also study for my driver's license exam, okay? Because I wanna take my exam before the beginning of February. So if I come live, you guys are obliged to push me to go study as well. Okay? You guys need to tell me, like, okay, but after this live stream, you're gonna study Elke. VH, you need to study for your driver's license, okay? Promise me. Okay. Bye, everyone. I love you. Mwah. Stay strong if you need to. Why am I saying stay strong? That's for my other channel, for the mental health channel. Thanks for the good luck wishes, Melissa. Study. Shy Shadow, you're funny. No, you should tell me in the next live stream tomorrow. If I come live tomorrow, you guys have to tell me to remind me that I can't postpone it, okay? Mary says, you study driving and I'll study Mandarin. Okay, great. Mandarin is hard. Well, no, it's not hard. It's actually fun to study. Craig says, do it now, lol. Yeah, but I don't feel like doing it now. Okay, guys, I love you, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. If I have talked to Robert, then I will plan the live stream in advance. But I just want to make sure that he's okay with it. Not that I need his permission, but we're a couple, so we kind of have, how do you say that in English? You adapt, whatever. You know what I mean. Okay, bye guys. Mwah. How do I end the live stream, guys? I don't know how to end it on my phone. Really, you guys are having a close-up of me.